are you? Yeah,
Bobbie,
okay.
stand by, please. Here we
Okay.
go. 3, 2, 1, and speed.
Well, Sly, I always look forward to seeing you. We've had some fun interviews, and
Yeah, we have.
yeah, and now we're here to talk about Over the Top, which I found to be a very heartwarming story. Yeah, and I hope that all these people who have been yelling about violence in movies and etc., I hope they'll put their money where their mouths are.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Well, you know, violence in movies, it's unfortunately, they're just, movies are a reflection of society, and I wish there was just less violence in society. So I tend to make movies that have a little bit of a contemporary feel, and I just wish, you know, the world was one big passive ball of happiness, but it isn't. So
This movie, of course, if we take Rambo and Rocky, they're pre-sold, aren't they? Really, they are.
yes, they are.
Yeah. Okay, now this Over the Top, arm wrestling, little boy. Do you think this is a greater risk, or are you more
Oh,
concerned?
sure. Well, I'm concerned that it gets a fair chance. Yes, absolutely. When you enter a new character, new product, new anything, you really do want to have the best shot. So there's nothing like taking it to the streets and talking about it, and that way at least you can hear it from my mouth that I do endorse it and believe in it. So yes, it's always very high risk.
David Mendenhall, fine little actor.
Isn't he?
Yes, and wonderful relationship between the two of you on screen. What about your own boys? Have they seen this movie?
Yes, but I'm my son's least favorite actor, so it doesn't count. No, he likes it a lot. He does. He really thinks it's a lot of fun. Plus, he and David were great buddies, and they would hang out on the set constantly. So it was great to take the father and son relationship of having my kid there, and I apply it to David right away, because Sage is definitely a rambunctious child. So, and David is too. So back and forth, we had a great time.
Yeah, the movie is almost like a love poem
Yes.
to children.
Yes, it is.
And particularly father-son relationship. Yeah.
It becomes very, very difficult. You know, it's so hard for people to make a buck nowadays and survive, and there's stress, and there's the uncertainty of, God, where are we going to go, and automation is taking jobs and this and that. And I think it puts a tremendous strain on the relationship at home, especially father-son. And I think that if fathers were given a second chance to do things over again, they may approach child rearing in a whole different way. So that's what I always gear it towards that. I said, boy, this is great. He gets a second chance to go back and reclaim his lost years with the child. That's the whole purpose for the movie. The arm wrestling is just the ends to a means to an end, I'm sorry. But the child, God, they say, oh, if I could just do it one more time. And we all say that. Now, this is what this film is all about. So it has a little bit of magic to it.
I know there's going to be Cobra 2. Is there going to be Rocky 5?
I sure hope so. My
Now
God.
don't start with me again on that. Remember when we did Rocky 3 and I said, is there going to be Rocky 4, and you started this thing, and Rocky 4, you had it going on in your head right then and there.
Yeah. Well,
So Rocky 5, now come on.
yeah, I think there is going to be a Rocky 5. I'm really working on the story because I don't know if he can keep winning. I mean, but I think there can be great glory in losing too. I just saw a fight the other night that kind of got my wheels spinning, an actual fight, which is very valiant, and there's something glorious about it. So there's a possibility. And yes, Cobra has a lot to do. I designed Cobra as being the kind of the ultimate judge and jury, and I like what the character. It's still in its nebulous form, and I think there's a lot to go with it. So I'm happy about that.
Okay, one last question. Every time somebody says, yo, Sly, or yo, Adrian, you want to punch them out.
you know, not punch him out, but sometimes I think, where do you get the nerve? You know, in the middle of church, you go, yo, rock, and the priest is up there going, giving the last sacraments. You know, it's just, I think the yo is fine. It's just when they place it. Sometimes it's a little odd, you know, in the middle of a quiet hallway in the library, go, yo, Adrian. Sometimes I think you got to pick your shots.
Did you actually write that line, or was it an ad lib?
Oh no, that's it. Because in Philadelphia, the word yo is used all the time instead of hey. There is no hey. It's yo. And I've never seen a city that uses it more. So being of a yo-yo extraction, I thought it'd be very good.
So again, I've enjoyed it very, very much. I hope the picture does well. It deserves to do well.
Thank you,
I enjoyed
Bobbie.
it a lot.
All right. And I like your outfit. Looks great.
Thanks.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.